The Bible said, "Let the elders that rule well be counted worthy of double honor, especially they who labor in the word and doctrine. For the scripture saith, Thou shalt not muzzle the ox that treadeth out the corn, and the laborer is worthy of his reward." This is a message to my generation. This is a very, very strong warning to men of the same generation as I am. You have come to the point where you start correcting fathers. You've come to the point where you speak ill of fathers, men who have labored all their life just to bring the gospel to the doorsteps of those who are not saved. You are speaking of men who have broken homes and broken marriages because of how they had to leave their families to make sure that they genuinely communicate the message of the gospel to the world around them. These are men who have forfeited even money, who have forfeited comfort and luxury just to make sure that the lives of those around them begin to reflect Christ. These are the same men you are speaking about. And I'm not saying that these fathers have not made mistakes, but it's just unwise of you for you to come at these men that have sacrificed so much, both in kind and in love and in whatsoever way you want to put it. Men who have sacrificed blood and tears to make sure that the gospel of Christ reaches the very depths of the earth. These are the same men you are coming after, trying to bring revelations. Yes, we know you have revelations. We know that the Lord has took you through very spiritual journeys, has showed you things in the spirit. But let me tell you, you know revelations, yes, you know the Bible, yes. But one thing you should know is that these men, they know God and they know him experientially. You want to talk about the CAC man, Papa Ayo Baba Alola, who is a father of faith. He never spoke in tongues. You spoke in tongues, but you've not made the kind of impact this man made on earth. And still yet, you think you have the temerity, you think you have the right standing, you think you've grown in ranking in spirit for you to be able to speak about men who even in heaven, they know them as witnesses on earth. You are coming after men who has power with God. Let me bring to your notice that when you do this, just know that your time is short. Just know that you will not last long. And the same things that they did, you won't be able to do it. I want to say a very big thank you to our fathers of faith. I want to say a very big thank you to men who have sacrificed their life, their comfort, the luxury, who have sacrificed even down to their family to make sure that the gospel of Christ entered into villages and entered into communities that normally a man will not want to go into. I want to say a very big thank you from the heart of gratitude, from the very depth of my heart. I want to say a very big thank you to men who has upheld the standards of the kingdom in making sure that the gospel reaches the end of the earth. Please and please, my generation, listen to the heart of the Father. These men deserves double honor. I'm not saying they are not making mistakes, but the way you bring in correction is by living out the correct perspective that was not taught. Is by your life showing that truly you know Christ. Is that in your living, men see the correct way to live, not just that you denigrate the efforts of fathers and you are not even living right. You are not living up to the standard in which they even lived. They lived in an era where holiness was the order of the day, but you speak mighty tongues and you bring various revelations, but your life is nothing to write home about when we talk about holiness. I think you should really give your life a second thought, because these same people you are talking about, their grace, their oil will never fall on you. And the very might in which they use in bringing the very experience of God to the people, you will never walk in such might. You will never walk in such grace, because you've already despised that office. The office of these men are sacred, and only honor can bring you to drink from the wells of the fathers. Selah.